Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, Kijor. Good morning, good morning. Hope I've been doing well. It's been good. It's been good. Been busy over the weekend. Trying to fix some things. I'm trying to set up. I have like an old computer, and I've been trying to troubleshoot my old computer. To no avail. It is very old. You're at work 3 hours in, often 2.5 more. Oh, so not much more, not much more. Hopefully the rest of the time just kind of flies by. Hello, Hug. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good day. Just came to say hello and head back to work. Y'all take care and be safe. Yes, you too, you too. You just woke, but should be decent. Hope yours is the same. Yes. Hello, Grill. Huh? Head! Oh, hearted. I'm so sorry. Black. Lorca. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Ohio. The state. Evening. Evening from the UK. Bless you. Thank you. I'm so sorry if I was loud. I'm so sorry. I have like loud sneezes. I apologize. I apologize. The most elegant sneeze you could probably ever imagine coming out of little old me. Ha-ya! No worries. No worries, no worries. Everybody sneezes. I wish mine didn't rock a whole civilization when I sneeze. But yes, I hope everybody's doing good today. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing quite well. We've had some time. I know there was that long break period, the 2 weeks that I wasn't here. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to catch up on. I know one of the things is that I've been holding out on talking more about Oshi Push. I've been talking around in circles, trying to wait for some things to clear or to get the okay from. I got the clearance from Eric to say that I could totally talk about whatever I want, however much I want to release. And it's just like, oh no. That's like everything. But today I'll go over a little bit about the game and mechanics and things like that. So it's actually kind of a shame that Kijor's not here. Because Kijor and his friend also had like suggestions and things, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's exactly like you read my notes. Stop cheating over my shoulder. Stop looking over my shoulder and seeing everything. Let's see. Where's my... Boop! Oh. Let me move off to the side just a smidge. Just get closer and snuggle up closer to you guys. Obviously, you guys already know the logo. We've been working on it. I think I want to show... On one of these streams, I'll show, like, the progress of, like, how we got to this point in terms of logos. I think I tweeted a little bit, and I posted a little bit on the Patreon. So the Patreon's already seen some of the early progression of the logo before it got to this point. But this is where we feel good about the logo. It feels really nice. Especially when I was putting a lot of the ad graphics behind it. It looks super poppin'. Really, really nice. Stands out really, really nicely. Doesn't seem to matter what colors I put behind it. It looks good. Also, hello, Mugman. I saw you, but I didn't acknowledge. Hello, I'm just letting you know that I perceive you. Once again, these concepts are not final. Just so you guys know, they're not final. they're all subject to change. We have ooh, we have the cards. We have game cards. Game cards. Ooh. We have right there. We're like kind of quoting certain prices for things. So like starter sets would be at $20. Booster packs at $4. We're kind of quoting how much we wager or imagine some of these things should be sold for. We're trying to figure out like how many cards go into a pack or things like that. So those are just rough estimates for right now. Oh, but look at the different cards. Look at the different kinds of cards we have. We have character cards, upgrade cards. This is like a really weird like debut for it's like a debut for a project. I just like tease the little things. We've got upgrade cards, wah wah. We've got content cards, instant cards, and platform cards. What in the world could any of those mean? Let's take a look. Oh, ooh, ooh. So reminding just again that these are just early concepts, just to have something presentable when we do the project pitch. Things are still subject to change. These are just kind of like conceptual, getting a feel for things. So we have the character cards, which will be of the VTuber in question, the talent VTuber in question. They'll have like, hold on. Sorry. They'll have the base, like starting. They're like your commander. They're kind of like your commanders in a way. You build your decks around your Oshi. You have your starting Oshi. They are your Pikachu. They are your Pikachu. They'll have base funds, so they'll have like each a certain like resource. It's kind of hard to see here. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Can I make you bigger? Yeah, make you big. So you can kind of see a little bit. Now I've like cropped off too much. We have 10 over here. Once again, I have her little Oshi mark up there in the corner. I thought it would be really cute to include like their Oshi marks in there. I thought it'd be really cute because it's like part of the VTuber's identity a little bit. We have these. Oh, we have like the nickname section because I thought it would be cute to also include the nickname. And then these over here. I'm sorry, I'm using my ponytail to point if you haven't figured that out. We have these here, which is like the elemental like category gem. This has actually changed. So it's not this. I had too many. I was categorizing them like too much, too specific. So we've actually simplified it to just 4 categories. And so then we have like the main categories, the main 4 categories, and then we have subcategories which slot into the main 4, so that it's still kind of like super broad to be able to like have it's super broad so that there's less of them, so it's easier to manage. Obviously we have the ability here, and then how much that they earn, and then what their resources are to be able to buy more things down here. And then we have their affiliation over here. I need a pointer stick. They have that, right? Hold on. That's a thing, right? That's a resource. VTuber pointer stick, so that I don't have to use my ponytail. Pointer. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Well, you guys are seeing it. It's okay. Yes. Oh no, why is it a JPEG? JPEGs aren't transparent. Is it a JPEG? It is a JPEG. We can quickly rectify this. Hopefully. Trim. Export as a PNG. Okay. I saved it. Hey! I now have a pointer. You'll just wait. Stick. Yeah, that works. Okay, you guys will deal with it. So we're back. I've grown extra limbs for the purpose of this. Oh no, my glasses. Oh no, not my glasses. It'll work though, it'll work. But now I've made my glasses lopsided, so we'll get rid of them. Okay. So we have the resources right here. And that'll be explained. So every turn, obviously you get some resources to spend on lovely things like upgrade cards. Obviously we have the upgrade cards, which are kind of like, when your Oshi has like 2.0s or different outfits and things like that. We have lovely Shipkin Shippa as an upgrade. We'll have the I think I named her upgrade warship. Yeah, warship. And it will have like different categories that will slot into. So like, for instance, if your Oshi debuted like a sports outfit or things like that, obviously they would be more like activity oriented or whatever. Things like that. Not unless it's like nothing too different. I know there are some that will have like themed specific outfits, and they'll do like themed specific things based on that outfit. And then the ability. So this actually was changed since the last time I've made this pitch. This one, it used to be that the upgrade card would attach onto the main card, but now it just replaces it. So this becomes like the new card. So you start out with a character card, and then when you upgrade, this takes over, and it has its own popularity and resources. So it should add on, so it would be like 4 plus the 2. Obviously, you also need to have like same kind. So you can't start off with a Tenma and then upgrade to Shipkin Shippa. Equus! Hello, welcome raiders. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? Sorry, the knocking on the door didn't work. I was in the wrong audio. But how are you guys? How are you guys? What were you guys doing? Do I have the command? Do I not have the command? For those of you guys that don't know, Equus is one of my siblings. They're really, really cool and snazzy, and they're super duper smart. They're very calm and collected and very analytical. They're super duper duper smart, and I'm too shy to talk to them on a regular. I'm too shy to talk to them on a regular basis, but they're so smart. And my first encounter with them, I turned them into ramen. Apparently, I don't know what to say about that. Buddy, just chat. Ow, 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 ow. Hello, Natler. I'm just going over a little bit of Oshi Push, talking a little bit about the game mechanics slightly. A little bit of the cards. These are all concepts, early concepts. Just to kind of get a basic layout of like what things we have and where we need to place them. So like things like this need to get redesigned and placed elsewhere because we've minimized them to 4 as opposed to this crazy amount that I had. You're gonna flop in the bed? Oh, that's right! You're upside down, I think, if I remember correctly. I hope you guys had a good stream. Wait, you didn't tell me what you were streaming. But also go flop down in the bed. Go sleepies. Eepy sleepies. Eepy sleepies. Okay. Yes, so let me see. Upgrades are cards that increase your persona's influence and funds generation stats, while also granting your persona new abilities. Upgrades stay permanently attached to your persona, that's been changed, and will move to your studio or a platform with your persona. I have to double check on what the change was. And then we also have the content. We have content cards and instant cards. One of them is more self-explanatory than the other. Let me get over here. So we have the content cards, which essentially is like, obviously like the kind of content if they're doing like a cooking stream. Huh? Okay. If they're doing like a cooking stream, I'm sorry, I have my window open. I don't know if that has anything to do with if they're doing a cooking stream, that makes it a content type of card, and then we're still trying to we're redoing this part because I made it super tiny. But it's essentially this is essentially the resource like demands for it, and the colors are supposed to specify the category that kind of like you would need for it. So I think this one was cooking and just chatting, which is different. It's different now, so this is all different. So that's gonna be fixed. We have their action, and then how much they earn you. Let me scroll down. Where's my mouse? So content is played onto a platform. Content contributes to your overall influence on a platform, and some even have powerful game-changing effects. Content is discarded after its platform is won. So these ones are like if you have, I guess it would make sense for us to go over platforms next. These are kind of what you are competing for. You have platform cards that you compete for. These are kind of like the different channels, but of course we're not going to call them channels. We're not going to call them like, you know. So we have, like, if you're a foodie and you happen to have like the cooking show, it works really well with the foodie channel. And then you're basically competing for the popularity or the followers. So this one would earn you like 400,000. And this one also gives you a bonus if you earn it. You're blowing pepper into my room? Why would you do that? Gazoots! No! When you're doing work and listening to streamer Steve MRE? Wait, are they eating MREs? No, wait. I'm not gonna get distracted talking about food, I swear. Anyway, you're trying to season the ramen without you noticing? Shh. It's so seasoned. It's so like condensed in this tiny bowl. It doesn't need to be seasoned anymore. Anyway, but yes, this is basically what you compete for. And then we have instant cards, which are, you know, they're instants. They're kind of like, and this will all make sense when we get to like the turn order and things like that. But this one is like you do like an immediate action. These ones are kind of like you place as many onto this that you require as possible. And this one is just like when everything is being resolved, this can be played for instant effect. Let me read. I'm also sorry if I'm really bad at explaining. I get nervous really hard. I get so nervous really hard, which probably affects my ability to explain things. So instants are single-use cards that are played while battling over platforms. Playing them at opportune times shifts the game in your favor. Yes, so these happen immediately when played. Single use. These ones stay on the platform. So when you play them, they stay on the platform until you win the platform, and then all of them like get taken off the board. When a player has more influence on a platform equal to its popularity threshold, they capture that platform and grant the player a number of subscribers. Wow. You guys talking about my ramen? What do you guys think about the layout so far? What do you guys feedback on the card layout? I really wanted to give a lot of real estate to the art, just because for a lot of VTubers, like, the art is all art, right? It's all about the art for VTubers, you know? And getting that like sweet, nice artwork, it's like, I don't want to hide it. I want to give it as much real estate as possible. You would say the layout is very readable, and yeah, focusing on the art is a good decision. Yes. Yes. Woo! We still have to figure out the categories, so that's still gonna change. But I think I'm hoping everything else is readable. Popularity, resources, what they do, name, nickname. These two have to change. I have to figure out what to do with these. I don't know. Do you capture platforms? Yes. You capture the platforms. You basically compete for them. Let's see. Like, see, this one has a requirement of 4. And this one for example, contributes you with 3. So if you have this card on the foodie, and let's say you play a going viral, you now have a popularity of 5 for foodie channel, and you would definitely win this unless your competitor has like a higher number and you're competing for this channel right here. It'll be explained more. Not sure if this is relevant to your target demographic for the game, but have there been any considerations for accessibility? Speaking from corpo perspective. Legibility and color blindness. Not yet. Not yet. Just because I've just been doing like rough concept, but then we'll have like an actual graphic designer go over them, and they'll probably know a lot better than me. They'll probably know a lot better than me, and probably select better colors than me. I think everything else I tried to keep pretty muted, like this is just white and things like that. These colors I just did trying to pick things that like stood out and kind of made sense to me. But we did change the categories to 4 instead of this like 7 that I have. So it should be a lot easier for us to pick colors. So it should be a lot better. And we have to make them bigger and a little bit more noticeable. So this will probably change. I don't know about this stuff. It'll get looked at. Everything will get looked at. I was kind of picking colors more just for like what would stand out and look good. But that's something that I can definitely discuss with the graphic designer when they go over this. That's fair. Wasn't sure how far into development things have gotten since you've only been half listening while working. Yeah. But that is actually a good point. I think I'm safe colors, right? I'm safe colors. I think it's mostly pinks and purples get affected. I'm blue and yellow. And some red. Maybe Mr. Smiley might get affected. I'm not sure. I have to go look at myself through a color blindness filter. But that is actually a very good point. I didn't think about that, and I will definitely bring that up. What are we looking at? Let me zoom out. Perfect. Hello, Cotton. Good morning. Good morning. So this is just an example. Let me find myself. So this is just kind of a quick example. So like you see the little orange bits in the bottom. I thought it would be kind of a cute idea to just have like their affiliation on the card. So it's kind of like, oh, this is a Phase Connect set or things like that. It doesn't have to be like affiliated to companies or corporates or things like that. That bottom section can say indie. That bottom section can say, like, it could say indie, or if you have your own group, it can say that too. So like if you created a group or a guild, I think there are some guilds out there like Puppet Works. So if you're an indie group but you have a guild together, you could put like Puppet Works down here. Just kind of like a fun thing. I just wanted it to be as informative as possible, so that way, for instance, if somebody likes Shipkin Shippa, they could try their best. They can Google Shipkin Shippa, they can Google the nickname, they can Google what they're affiliated with, or not, if they're indie. Kind of like just going to like a Wikipedia page. That's what I was trying my best with as little information without overflowing everything. Kind of just, you know, providing as much information. Just a cool little idea. If we get like continue getting groups and things like that. Very cool. It'd also be cool, for instance, like Christmas specials. So you have like Christmas channel cards that are specific to like if a group does an event. Sorry, had to cough. Yes. This is that. So with popularity, how will that be tracked? So individual cards have like tokens. And then hello, Abby. So the popularity will be so I think let me see. I'm on this one. Let me show you. So this is what the setup looks like. So you have the platforms in a row, and then you have your cards. You'll have your tokens. You do have tokens, but they're more so like your resources. So like every turn you get resources. So let's say like Pippa I think generates, how much did Pippa generate? These are just samples. Pippa generates 3 resources per turn. So every turn you'll get 3 resources. You can use them all every turn, or you can save them up to use for other things. And this is kind of what you use for purchasing like your upgrades and things like that. You must spend funds equal to the card's cost. So then, one second. So that's the same thing also for. Is this all of it? Okay. So you have the different platforms that you compete, and then you have your Oshi of choice that you play, and you can only play cards or content on the platform that your Oshi is currently on. So you place your Oshi on one side, your opponent places their Oshi on the other side, and you're kind of competing, putting content and stuff down on the platform that you're competing for, with your resources that you collect or generate. This is so cool. You worked so hard so far. Thank you, thank you. I've only just been like coordinating things together. A lot of the man work and leg work goes to the game designers. Justin and his team have been wonderful and pretty quick about things. They actually had a different pitch that they gave us, and I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and refined it. Yeah, I just kind of cleaned it up. But they also have, there's actually Tabletop Simulator. They made a Tabletop Simulator demo to show us as well. So there's that. So they've been working really, really hard. They've been working really, really hard on this. With multiple arms. I needed a pointer, otherwise I would just use my ponytail to point to you guys. Let me go here. Okay. I accidentally cut it off. Let me move it a little bit. And I wasn't expecting to zoom in this far, but I am. And we're here now. So these are the game setups. So each player chooses a persona card with unique abilities, base influence, and funds. Truly your game card. It's how I do all the button mashes. That's why you have it? Yeah. Then step 2. Players start with funds equal to their persona's base fund stat. And then players construct a deck of 30 cards with a maximum of 2 duplicates of any card. Decks include instant, content, and upgrade cards. And then you shuffle your deck and draw your 4 cards as your starting hand. Shuffle the platform cards. I believe this is slightly changed too. And lay the top 3 cards on the table to form the platform row. And then you determine the first player. So we're going over turn orders now. The platform deck part is curious. Are there just 10 platforms in total, or does each player get to contribute to the deck? Yeah, I think that's what was changed. I think they changed it so that each player gets to bring their own platform deck. And then pulled there. So instead of having like the one shared combined one, where it's just like, do you bring your own 5 and mix it together, or do you just bring your 10 and then you just choose who gets to play their platform deck? I think in the last email that I read, it's been changed so that each player gets to bring their own platform deck, and I have to double check, so don't quote me on this. I think you pull, like you take turns pulling, or whoever claimed the other one gets to pull. I have to double check, but I know that each player now gets to bring their own platform deck. Let's see here. So this is what it looks like when you have cards being played. I guess we don't need to see the right side. That's just the player deck and platform. So you guys, there you go. Apple for the teacher. Thank you. So this is what it looks like. I think, so this is what like a round 2 would look like. So you see you'll have some content here and here. You have your Oshi here. And then you have some content here. In order to get content on this, the previous round, Pippa should have been here, if that makes any sense. You can only place cards on the platform your Oshi is currently at for that turn. And then this still stays here when she leaves. Until the platform is 1. Ow, my jaw just cracked. This is the streaming phase. Streaming phase. During this phase, players assign their personas to platforms and play content or upgrade cards. So we see here Tenma has a content, and Pippa has an upgrade that's attached to her. In the new version, the upgrade, I believe, replaces the persona. So in the first version, both the Oshi, the character card, and the upgrade moves from platform to platform. But I believe it was changed, so now when you do the upgrade, it becomes like your new character card. So you can get rid of the original one, and you can just play with the upgrade once you do the upgrade. Starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise, player assign their personas to a platform by moving it from your studio to your chosen platform. So, I want Christmas special, please. I want to compete for Christmas special. The first player can then play an upgrade or content card after this. The opposing player can do the same. This continues until both players pass in succession. Even after passing, players can still play cards if their opponent doesn't. So it's kind of like, you can add multiple cards. You can add multiple cards. As long as you have the resource for it. You can't wait to play? I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see people play it. I can't wait to watch people. I want to see some sick moves from you guys. I want to see some like really, really sick moves. Them sick strategies and stuff. You hope the VTubers get mascot cards? That is a question that I ask everybody, that I've been asking everybody. I think it's even on the application form if they have pets. Because lots of VTubers have little mascots. Yeah, it's on the application, so I've been asking. Okay. Platform phase. Here, players aim to dominate social media platforms with their content. Bum, bum, bum. The first player determines the order for resolution. So basically, you're just like, I want to start here, and it goes that way. Or you can be like, I want to start here, and it resolves this way. Starting from either the left or right end of the platform row, players alternate using an activate ability on one of their cards at the current platform, or playing an action card. Players continue until both... Sorry, I'm like trying to read it off of OBS and move it, and it's super tiny. Where am I? Oh no, I lost my spot. This is the reason for the pointer. Until both consecutively pass. Players can still act if their opponent does, even after passing. So as long as you guys both mutually agree that you are done, you're done. After both players pass, compare their total influence at the current platform. The player with the highest influence gains 1 popularity and places a persona marker on the platform. Award the platform popularity bonus to the winner of the platform. So I think when I made this, I've made multiple versions of this. I probably forgot to add it, but like for example, we have Pippa here, uncontested for the Christmas special, so she would get to put one of her tokens on there. And Tenma versus the cooking. This round, Tenma would win the cooking, so she would put one on there. And if this is based off of, I think this is like the second round, I believe Peppa would have one on here because her cooking would be uncontested the first round. So it would be 1 Peppa marker, 1 Tenma marker, and this one would have 2 Tenma markers because this would be like the previous round Tenma was here, uncontested. So she would actually win this channel this round because this only requires 2 to win it. So she would win this. Let me know if there are any questions. Okay. Let's move this over like so. Perfect. Okay. If a player's popularity markers on a platform match or exceed the platform's popularity threshold, they capture that platform. The following steps then occur. So as you can see, the foodie costs 4. We have 4 Oshi markers right here. The player moves the captured platform card next to their studio and add its subscriber count, the 400,000, to their total subscribers. The player who didn't capture the platform converts any popularity markers they have at the platform into funds. Hello, Shouyu. How are you doing? Players discard any content cards from the captured platform and move their persona back to their studio. Replace the captured platform with the top card from the platform deck. Repeat this process for all 3 platforms in the selected order. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? What? Ouch. You let you what? Oh. Wall text. Wall text. The mascots? Oh, those are the mascots. Oh my goodness. Pesty. Is that the pesto one? Is that the pesto? Uni has pesty. Yeah! And there we go. Refresh phase. In this phase, players reset their personas, collect funds, and draw cards. Each player returns their personas to their studios simultaneously. Players add funds to their bank equal to the persona's base fund, so it's the resources that you gain every round, including any modifiers from upgrades. I think upgrades also give you additional resources. And then each player draws a card. And then you pass the player marker. And then there's the winning state. If at any time during the game a player has platform cards providing a total subscriber count of the 1 million 1 million trillion billion the 1 mil or higher, they win. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. $1 million. I wish I had the thing. The pinky to the mouth. 1 million. That's straightforward. Yay! I'm mainly very open to feedback for the card layouts and design. As I mentioned before, these are mostly concept. You guys did bring up a really good point about the color stuff, which thankfully I shouldn't be using pink and purple. I think orange was one of these. I don't have a card that shows the colors of all of these. But that should change, now that it should only be 4. And I keep looking at different card layouts. A lot of them are fairly similar-ish, but I tried to go with the most clean looking layout, because I do want the art to really shine through. Like, I want to heavily give the art some real estate, to really appreciate the art that some VTubers will have. I really want to give that appreciation. Because some of these are really, really pretty, you know? And art is I don't know. I just really appreciate the art. I didn't want to have like a frame, like a Yu-Gi-Oh-esque frame, and just like chop everything to just this area. I didn't want to try to like give it as much space. The mascots could fit into the content cards, you reckon? Oh yeah, they definitely could fit. There's been a lot of like iterations. There's like my very first version of what cards look like was pretty bad. It was so bad. Like just to get the rough idea out for pitches, it was so rough. These are like me kind of trying hard. Me trying hard to be presentable, but still not the final layout. I don't think I have it. Hold on, let me... so we also do have a slide here that I could explain. So we have this guy here. So this one is the affiliate ambassador cards that I was talking about before. So like if we're not able to... So as you guys saw, right, we have a bunch of cards that we'll be designing on specific VTubers. So like you'll have your character card and everything that comes with it, which will be like your upgrade cards, the kind of content that you have, as well as like any instance that you like we can reference from your content and things like that. But for any VTubers that don't have enough art or content for us to be able to reference from, this is where the affiliate comes in, where we can include single cards for VTubers that might not be big enough or have enough content or art, because art is you need a lot of it. I think I gave a lot of what is it? The best case scenario is to have 40 assets and the smallest is 12. So if you can't get the 12, we're gonna have single cards, which can be like collab cards or even raids. These are just kind of examples where we can have inclusion for singular cards. You're gonna treasure the Akiko card if you get it. Single card. So if we can only design one card of a VTuber, then we can. This is essentially what it would be, like collab cards or raid cards, singular cards for affiliate tier. Those are just some examples. I still have to work with the game designers on it a little bit more. But the easiest thing for me to think of would have been the collab and raid. So you can build a deck of your Oshi, but then also have some of the single purpose cards, like collab cards, to help support your Oshi, you know? Or raid cards to help support your Oshi. You could be built into a deck alongside your Oshi with your singular card. I hope I explained that well. I hope I explained that right. So this is just if you don't have enough content for us to pull from. Yeah. If there's not a lot of things to be able to reference, but you still want to be included, we have this option. I've been going through the list. I guess I should mention as well that the applications are still open. I know that I said that I was gonna close them and I was supposed to close them, but they're working as kind of a landing page for inquiries for anyone that wants to participate on the project. Everybody thought it would be a good idea so that we can still collect the information for future expansions without overloading other emails with inquiries about how to participate in it. So it's still open, but I'll still look through the ones that applied first within the time frame. But I'll still be looking and checking back in. We've had a lot of applicants so far. We've had a lot of applicants, so it's taking some time to look through everything, because oversight on my part. I didn't ask for. I asked for, like, when I asked for information on, like, applicants' channel, I didn't ask to specify for the link. So there's a lot that just gave the name, so I have to Google it, and sometimes Google doesn't give me the channel. So I guess for anybody that's applying in the future, please provide the link so it's easier for me to check the information and look into it, because sometimes Google does not give me the exact channel. Even because sometimes someone might have like a very general name, and then Google does not know what to do with it. And I think I've had some applicants where their name is actually completely different from their handle or URL. So it makes me very confused, because I do want to make sure that I'm looking at the right applicant when I'm searching this up. I do want to make sure that I'm looking at the right applicant and not confusing them for somebody else. So that's something to be very mindful of, especially since there's so many applications to look through. Please, if possible, use links. Use links. Sometimes Google is not friendly with searching up names. Could you send screenshot of the stream to peeps with the card examples, or is that a stream exclusive? Some examples of the cards? Well, I think you can share. You can share. Yeah. You can let them know about it. In this early stage development, definitely talking about it and getting the word across definitely helps the project. I know I'm busy behind the scenes working on a lot of things for this project. So all of your guys' help is much appreciated and supported. Appreciated? Appreciated. I know I said supported multiple. This is my brain. My brain is like deteriorating due to the anxiety of like trying to be professional, like explain teacher, like this is what this does with this and this and this. I'm trying to make things look very good. But yes. You want to get people on board? Yes! I was informed not to show all of it when I first put up the application. Just because it was super early, and they wanted to tease more things a little bit. They'll still tease out some cards, so just let people know that they are just still early concepts. But I'm really happy that you guys like the way that they look, despite it being early concepts. I like the fact that, oops, Ignore that. I like the fact that you guys like the way that they look right now, because I did these. And I'm not gonna be the final graphic designer on it. But I will oversee the graphic design work, and I will heavily emphasize wanting to take very special care about the art. Will do. They're great already, to be honest. You would buy them? I'm so happy. You don't know how much that makes me happy. I'm like super happy about that. I'm super happy about that. Graphic design is not my passion, but I'm super happy about that. I'm really happy. You've seen worse release stuff. Oh no. Oh no. No. I think my design is very simple. I tried to look at... I was doing a lot of research and looking at a lot of different cards, and I just wanted to try to be like really clear and simple without extra clutter and stuff like that. I want it to be clean. That's what I was going for. I wanted it to be super clean, super easy to read, but still like giving heavy focus on the art. Simple is good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. The only thing that needs to change is the categories. I say only thing that needs to change. I don't know. The graphic designer might take a look at it and be like, okay, we're getting new draperies, we're ripping out this carpet, replacing the whole thing, this tile is just way too last year, new set of tiles, granite all around, let's get some resin up in this joint. It's like home makeover. Some companies don't put that much effort in and release the cards. You already put more effort in than them, and they like, it's finished. I'm so glad. I'm super curious to see how the game works mechanically. It has some interesting parts for sure. I'm very excited. I think they've already started on... I need to lay out some more cards. I should be receiving more assets in today. So that's a lot of what's going on behind the scenes, is kind of corralling and herding cats. A lot of herding cats, really. A lot of herding cats, as the saying goes. So it's a lot of like corralling things and assets together, assessing the inventory, and when I say inventory I mean like the inventory of assets, and then assessing the demands and what is needed, and making sure that all of the cogs are speaking with each other. So that's a lot of like the behind what's going on right now. Herding cats. A lot of... no, not hurting cats, herding. The herd. You gotta herd them. You gotta tell the cats to go a direction and hope that they follow instructions. Because cats just do their thing. They just do things. Have you ever gone to like a cat cafe and try to get a cat to pay attention to you? It's like impossible. It's like impossible. Have you tried going to a cat cafe and getting, let's say you get just trying to get the attention of one cat. Now try to get the attention of like 5 cats, all at the same time, to pay attention to you. It's like that. And then try to keep their attention for like 30 minutes. Maintain that position for 30 minutes. Sadly, you have to get... Oh no, you're allergic? Oh no! No, that's fair. That's fair. You don't need to go. You don't need to go. You don't need to hurt cats. It's fine. It's fine. I've been to a cat cafe. And yes, it does have an intense cat aroma. Cat essence. Cat pheromone. It speaketh cats. You like the kitties? Kitties are super cute. Kitties are super cute. I kind of want a Malamute. They're like big, ginormous dogs, but when they're puppies, they're like the clumsiest little marshmallows ever. Have you guys ever seen like Malamutes? They're the clumsiest little marshmallows ever. The only way you got to enjoy kittens is through a computer screen. Do you watch the kitten streams? Like, do you watch the Twitch channels that just have like cat cafes or like kitten streams and things like that? I think there's one that I've watched recently. Yeah, I think there's one that I've watched. Yeah. They are so cute. They're so rambunctious and adorable, and they get super active. But then, like, when you go to the cat cafe ones, all they do is sleep. Sleepies. Eepies and the sleepies. I want a cat. I mean, I would like a cat. But I think I'm on the same boat. I want a cat. But I know too many people that are allergic. So I don't want a cat. Because I know too many people that are allergic. And I've been scratched by cats too many times. I'm like, from Azumanga Daioh, like that one character where she just wants to befriend the cat, and all the cats just bite her. Thankfully they don't bite me. But cats could care less. They could care very little about me. Just go into cat cafe smelling a fish. I didn't think about that. I was about to say like I've already been to a cat cafe. They cared very little for me. Very little for me. But smelling a fish. I should have some like fish jerky in my pockets. Or I kind of wanted to like get some catnip and just rub it all over myself. Just rub catnip all over myself. Do you think that'll intrigue them? Have some catnip in my pocket? They'll all swarm me, right? Then I can play with all of the cats. I should do that next time. Buy some catnip, shove it in my pocket, deal with it. There's a cat cafe that like, so they're cat cafe on regular days, and then I think on Wednesdays or something, they become a dog cafe. Which is super cute, and I do want to see it. But the problem is, I think they use the same facility. So, like, I don't know how much they deep clean it. So, like, for those that are allergic to cats, I don't know if they can still go and see the dogs. Because of the cats. You know what I mean? I don't know if they deep clean it. And even if they deep clean it, I've heard that people with cat allergies, it's not enough. Like, they still feel the essence. Like, there's no amount of deep cleaning that could, like, clean it well enough. Unless it's, like, you nuke the entire place. They may start dribbling on me? Is that what catnip does to cats? They make them dribble? They just start salivating? It makes them hungry? Salivation? You were scratched by a cat once when you were a kid. Sadly, you did not become a werecat boy. Instead, you grew up to become allergic. Oh no! Is that what happened? They infected you. They affected you. It's like the opposite of exposure therapy. They exposed you too much and made you allergic. Oh dear. Oh dear. Like, it makes them drool? I didn't know that. I didn't know that catnip makes cats drool. See, now I'm gonna have to try. Now I'm gonna have to try. The deep clean is never enough, because they only clean surfaces. Stuff is usually still floating in the air. Yes, the air. Which they never really deal with, yeah. So it makes me kind of sad, because even though it's sometimes a dog cafe, I'm just like, I can't bring my friends that really love dogs because they're allergic to cats. And I know full well that they use the same exact facility for the cats. And there was a lot of cats. And I could feel the essence of cats everywhere. I could feel it everywhere. So I don't think I'd be able to bring dog friends there. Which is a shame. Because I don't think there's any other dog cafe-esque. If they dope up on it, I mean, that's such a shame though. They'll still be kind of like the fact that they can only get to a level of tolerable and not just be like, I am fine, I am okay, nothing is affecting me. No, it's just kind of like tolerable to the sense of like they go in and their nose tickles, like it just kind of tickles, and they have to deal with the tickling the entire time that they're there. Something feels amiss. Like it's like a sneeze that you have that never goes away. That's tolerable. But is it desirable? No. It's not desirable, but it's tolerable. Having that nose tickle to make you want to sneeze. Having a sneeze that just won't escape you. That's what that would feel like. I think I'm not allergic, but that's what I assume being allergic feels like, but not being like fully exposed. So like being in a room that's kind of clean, but it's still kind of in the air. I imagine it's like having a sneeze that won't come out. That's what you have to do whenever you visit your sister. She owns both cats and the dogs. But you still feel slightly uncomfortable. Even if it is tolerable, right? You still feel slightly uncomfortable. I imagine you would. I'm not sure. I don't think... The closest thing to allergies that I have is if I roll in grass and you get a reaction from grass. Does anybody else have a reaction to grass? I always get itchy from rolling in the grass, and I just assumed it was something that grass did. But apparently, not everybody reacts that way to grass. So I literally can't touch grass. I literally can't touch grass. No, I can touch grass. I just get itchy. But I just assume that either everybody reacts that way or... Right? Does anybody else get itchy when they touch grass? I assumed it's just something that grass does. Like, I assumed, and this is my head theory, it's because sometimes, have you ever like touched grass and like rubbed it, and sometimes some grass is kind of really fuzzy and coarse, like a really micro nano cat's tongue, and it's like scratchy? And I just assumed the scratchy just kind of irritated your skin, that it made you itchy if you're like rubbing off against it and it's just constantly like scratching you on a nano micro level. So I just assumed that was the reaction. But apparently somebody told me that I'm allergic to grass. Somebody said that the reason why I'm itchy is because I'm allergic to grass. You heard grass is pretty common allergy? Is it? So that's really just an allergy? It's not just grass scratching you? I mean that's what I heard, that grass is a really common allergy. Which is funny. And we tell so many people to touch grass. We tell so many people. I like laying in grass. I like laying in grass. Being allergic is not going to stop me from laying in grass. I wonder if it's all grass or just specific types of grass. Because there's definitely different types of grass. There's different grass. Grass does nothing to you. It does nothing. It does nothing. So even if you were to go outside and literally roll in it, rub your arms very ferociously so that you get like grass streaks in it. Just roll and make snowman, but not snowman, grass angels. You go out into the grass and you lay down and you kick your legs and make grass angels. Just keep doing that motion, rubbing yourself until you make grass angels. You telling me that nothing will happen to you at all? You have green marks, but you'll be absolutely... You used to have to mow the lawn when you lived in a house with one? And it was heck? Are you allergic, Hug? Every time the grass was mowed, I would have the itch, I think. I would have the itch. Because I was dumb and I would play in the... I would play in the freshly sharpened, cut sharped grass edges that would poke and prod me with all of the grass shavings all over the ground and roll in it. I would roll in it because it's like tiny little hay bales. You're allergic to half of the known world. Oh no. You also have so many dietary... Oh no, not the dietary allergies! I don't think I have any dietary allergies. Except for one potential one that is not confirmed. I am potentially allergic to pistachio. Not confirmed yet. But every time I eat more than 4 or 5 pistachios, my tongue itches ferociously. But it's not confirmed. So I can still technically eat pistachios, at least up to 5 of them, before my tongue starts to itch. So I don't know if I'm actually allergic or not. I just assumed that that's something that pistachios do. Do pistachios just normally make your tongue itch? If I get a reaction to anything, I just assume that's its normal state. Oh, it's kind of like how if you eat too many pineapples, your tongue starts to itch. And it's because pineapples are super acidic that pineapples are eating you back. You thought you were eating the pineapple eats you. So I just assume that everything else is like some sort of similar scientific reasoning. So if my tongue itches to pistachios, maybe the pistachios are super fuzzy in some kind of way. Even though I don't recall pistachios being fuzzy. You're just grateful you're not allergic to gluten, wheat. Oh, that's a big one, yeah. Being allergic to wheat, that's a big chonker out of your dietary. Pistachios, no. Oh no, 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 pistachios aren't supposed to make your tongue itchy? I can have at least 5 before it starts happening. I can have at least 5. I think there was one time I was sitting with my grandma and she had like a whole bowl of pistachios and I just started eating it with her. I must have eaten like 10 or 20 before it started getting really uncomfortable. I just kept eating, right? Because she was eating. And I just kept eating it. And then like after a while it just kept getting really uncomfortable and my tongue was super itchy and I'm like, is it supposed to be doing... Is this a normal pistachio reaction? I'm just like, I have no desire to continue eating this. But then she always keeps getting pistachios because she likes pistachios. But it's not confirmed if I am allergic to pistachios or not, so I still eat them. How does one get confirmed allergic reaction other than having a really bad allergic reaction that you have to go to the hospital or doctors for? Like, how do you get confirmed? How do you get confirmed? Because my reaction isn't terrible. Like, it's not super bad that I've had to go in for anything. It's not super bad. Go get an allergy test? There's an allergy test where, like, they take your back and they scratch you with a bunch of things. They just make, like, a grid pattern and scratch you. They will test you for multiple allergens. I don't know if I want my back scratchies. Or they'll poke you and prod you with a needle or something. It's either like they'll scratch your back, or they'll poke you with needles, or have a bunch of needles in you, or something like that. They didn't do your back, it was just your arm? Will my arm react to pistachios? An allergy test. You can request for specific allergies? I've never done this before. It seems weird. I just assume it was trial and error. Error? Trial and error. Expose yourself to things. If you have a reaction, you go to the hospital and they'll test it, and then you'll find the new thing that you're allergic to. But I do know about the swatch tests, where they'll poke you and prod you. I do know about the poking and prodding. But I don't know a lot of people who have done that out the get-go. Only if they have like a fair bit of allergies and they want to know the full roster of what they're allergic to. But because I don't really have much allergic reactions to things, I guess it's not something that has ever felt like a necessity. Your histamines, which provide the allergic response, are circulating throughout your body, so testing your arm is as good as testing your back. Ah. I just assumed they do the back for the large surface area if they were going to test like a lot of things. If they're going to test a lot of things. That's what I've heard. Then they do your back. But I suppose testing your arm works just as well. If you're not needing to like have a whole roster of things that you're tested for. The grid is like 20 to 30 items? What are the 20 and 30 most common allergies? Hold on. I like that we went from Oshi Push to now talking about allergies. 30 most common allergies. What are the 20 most common? These are food allergies. Is it just allergies in general? Life on the internet? Common allergies. So we have milk. 2.5% of children under age of 3 are allergic to milk. Most of these children develop milk allergy in their first year of life. Wait, their first year of life? A lot of people drink milk throughout their life. And you're telling me... So what about people that become wait, is this the same as lactose intolerant? Being allergic to milk is not the same as lactose intolerant, right? Because people become lactose intolerant later in their life. Yes, okay, yes, it is different. Cheese and nuts are on the list. Grass, pollen, nuts, seafood, etc. More or less. Okay. Egg. Egg allergy is among the most common food allergies in children. But most children who are allergic to egg eventually outgrow. Outgrow? You can outgrow your allergies. How do you do that? Most allergic egg proteins are found in the egg white, but individuals with egg allergy should avoid both the egg whites and egg yolks. Peanut. Peanut allergy is one of the most common food allergies. Peanuts are not the same as tree nut, which is almonds, cashews, walnuts, which grow on trees. Peanuts grow underground and are part of a different plant family, the legumes. Other examples are beans, peas. Being allergic to peanuts does not mean you have a greater chance of being allergic to other. Huh, that was my next question. I was about to say, wait, if you're allergic to peanuts, does that mean you're allergic to beans and peas? But I guess not. I guess not. It's mostly just peanuts. You're lactose intolerant? I'm partially lactose intolerant. For me, it's like a hit or miss on whether or not my body will decide to reject the lactose that day. It's a hit or miss. Your body stops producing lactose enzyme, which then your body rejects, causing lactose intolerance. Oh. Lactase? I suppose that makes sense. Did that bowl get smaller? No. I don't know what you're talking about, Cotton. It's always been that size. You can even check last stream, it was that size. Yep, the bowl's been the same size this stream. It's been the same size. And this isn't me gaslighting you. This is not me gaslighting you. It's been that size. Soy. You'll check last stream? Okay. We have soy, wheat, tree nuts, shellfish, and then fish, sesame. This sesame? You can be allergic to sesame? It's my diet ramen? Are you guys trying to tell me I need to go on a diet? This is like snack size. This is snack size ramen. This is just like, in between breakfast and lunch snack size ramen. Been trying to get enough pepper and garlic powder into the bowl, which is why Aki's been... We need more. Then you'll call me a liar, liar, pants on fire. I don't wear pants. Bloomers count, don't they? You're gonna check last stream? Go check last stream. It was the size, I guarantee you. Sesame. I've never come across anybody who has a sesame allergy. So that's actually kind of interesting. Flowering plant that produces edible seeds. It is a common ingredient in cuisines around the world. Several reports suggest this allergy has increased significantly worldwide over the past 2 decades. On January 2023, sesame became the 9th major allergen that must be labeled in plain language on packaged foods. Do you guys know any sesame allergy people? You guys know any sesame allergy people? So egg I've encountered, so I think I've encountered, I don't know if I've encountered milk lactose. I mean, I've encountered a lot of lactose intolerant, but I don't know if I've encountered milk allergy. Egg allergy I've encountered, peanut allergy I've encountered, soy... I don't know if I've met someone with a soy allergy. Wheat allergy I've met. Tree nut. Possible. Which is confusing, right? Because I've eaten walnuts. I've eaten almonds. Hazelnut. Cashew. Pistachios on the list. I'm just allergic to pistachios, question mark? I've met shellfish allergy. I've met fish allergy. I've not met sesame allergy. You don't, but sesame oil does stinky. Sesame oil is tasty. What are you talking about? Have you ever smelled fish oil? Fish oil, now that's stinky. That's stinky. Sesame oil over fish oil any day, but fish oil does make cooking certain things tasty. You have? Which would you rather be trapped in a room with? Sesame oil? Fish oil? Which would you rather be like lathered and rubbed all over your body? Sesame oil or fish oil? This list also has sesame on it. And just for curiosity, I have... What is the rarest allergy? Show me the rarest allergy. Allergy is a common health issue. Allergic responses. Food allergies can result in adverse reactions to common foods like tree nuts. Pollen allergies, on the other hand, are a type of allergy that affects a larger number of people. Mild symptoms like runny nose, itchy. How do allergies work? What are some uncommon allergies? Okay, here are some uncommon allergies. Sesame oil, as you will smell like overcooked anything. Like you would prefer to be covered in sesame oil? What about fish oil? You don't want to be covered in fish oil? Let's see. So, aquagenic urticaria is water allergy. That is very unfortunate to have a water allergy. Wait, how are you supposed to drink water if you have a water allergy? Wait. Water allergy is an extremely rare condition. It causes individuals to develop itchy and painful hives when their skin comes into contact with water. They can never go swimming. Do they have to moist towelette themselves? The temperature of the water does not influence the allergic reaction, and unfortunately there is currently no effective treatment for this condition. Individuals with a water allergy must take special precautions to limit their skin's exposure to water as much as possible. That is devastating. No, you don't even like fish? Fish is tasty. But I understand. I wouldn't want fishy smell on me either. I wouldn't want to smell like fish. Next one. Photosensitivity. Sun allergy. These are like all essentials. It's devastating to be allergic to these. Another rare allergy is photosensitivity, also known as sun allergy. Medically, this allergy is referred to as polymorphous light eruption. This condition causes individuals to develop hives on their skin when exposed to sunlight. I wonder if it's like something specific in the sunlight? Like the UV? Like allergic to UV? The most common areas for a sun allergy reaction to occur are listed below. Notch of the V, behind the hands, outside surfaces of the lower leg, outside of the arms. Those people are just devil fruit users. You're right! The water allergy is devil fruit users! You're so right! Oh my god! We actually have devil fruit users! You're so right! You are so right! That must be really painful. That must be really painful. But even then, devil fruit users can still use clean water. They can touch clean water. It's just the salty water they can't touch. Is it considered seawater if you take fresh water and just add salt to it? Like if you were to splash Luffy with some soup broth, would he start reacting? Would he start having a reaction? Because it's salty water broth? Does that count? I get confused. What can Luffy touch? Fresh water is okay, right? It's just seawater. So seawater is just salt. But if you have salty soup, does that take away his power? Food for thought. Here's another one. Cold urticaria. allergy to the cold. Cold urticaria is a rare allergy in which exposure to cold temperatures leads to the development of hives. Coldness? Coldness? I can understand like cold having a different kind of reaction, but that is interesting to have a hive reaction to cold. This allergic reaction can occur with exposure to cold air, cold water, or even consuming cold food or beverages. So this person can never eat ice cream. This person can never eat ice cream. I am dismayed. You forgot that Odo said about what kind of water affects them? It's the sea water. Sea water. Ocean. Symptoms can range from redness and itching to more severe reactions such as swelling. Oh my god. Just like with other rare allergies, there's no definitive cure for cold allergy. However, sufferers can manage their symptoms by avoiding exposures to cold temperatures and taking... How do you test for this? How do you test for this? This is crazy. I would hate having this allergy, because this means I would have to live somewhere that doesn't get cold, like the desert. But the desert still gets cold. The desert, surprisingly, actually gets cold. So if you want to move to the desert to avoid the cold, it doesn't work that way. You get both extremes. It gets really cold. It gets really, really hot, and then it gets really, really cold. And the dry kind of cold. So the cold kind of penetrates your bones kind of cold. It gets cold every night. Yeah, it gets cold every night. It's awful. I hate it. And then it gets windy. Freezing at night? Yes. Freezing. Awful. Some people... Let's see. The next one is sweat allergy. You can be allergic to your own sweat. I cannot say the official name of this. It's Cholin urticaria, which is sweat allergy, is an allergic reaction characterized by the sudden appearance of heat bumps or small round itchy polyps that appear on the skin with an increase in body temperature. These papules usually dissipate after about an hour. This must be agonizing, to be allergic to yourself. This allergy can significantly impact a person's quality of life, as it can limit their ability to engage in physical activities. As with other allergies, you can still take the medicine, the allergy medicine, to help with it. Can you imagine being a kid that doesn't know that you're allergic to your own sweat, and they force you to do PE, right? You have to do PE in physical education, so you have to like get active and things like that. Can you imagine just being in so much pain and agony as a kid, and you don't know what's going on, and you can't explain it, and people don't know like what to do with you, and they think that you're just a whiny little kid because you're just complaining about working out? You're just complaining about working out, and they don't understand. Like, how do you check for that? How do you know to check for that? I'm allergic to working out. That's literally, I'm allergic to working out. I'm allergic to doing any physical activity that requires me to sweat. That is very interesting. Freaking, oh my god, now that I've said that, it just Usopp from One Piece, and how he's just constantly like, I'm allergic to this, or I'm allergic to getting shot, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to getting shot syndrome, I'm allergic to dying syndrome, I'm allergic to jumping off of a cliff syndrome, I'm allergic to ghost syndrome. It just reminds me of that. We all have our allergies. Ooh. Oh. He does do that. He does do that. It's like a running gag for him. I've been watching a lot of One Piece recently. I actually fell asleep last night watching One Piece. I fell asleep last night. I couldn't tell you what episode I'm on. I just know that I'm on the part... No spoilers, no spoilers. I'm on the part where they're trying to save Ace. And that's as far as I'll go. I started watching this like last month, I think. Maybe last month? About last month. So I'm making good progress. I'm making good progress, I think. For having just started last month. I get so angry at One Piece though, because they give me a lot of like recaps and fillers. I get so angry at One Piece. And another thing is that like they show you, like, nobody asks questions in One Piece. Nobody asks questions in One Piece, and that's another thing. They do like the complete opposite of exposition, and they just kind of like show you things and never explain things to you. They show you things and then they mention things and never explain them to you. They don't like treat you as if this is a brand new world and things like that. They just kind of like tell you things. They talk to you as if it's common knowledge for everybody else except for you, because like the main cast and crew, they'll like hear things, like they'll be like, oh, you don't know about this or you don't know about that, and guess what? Nobody asks. Nobody follows up information about it. Nobody asks. And so you go like freaking 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and nobody asks. And like, you're supposed to know this information. There's a lot of people that know this information. I'm watching this like with someone else who already knows about the One Piece universe. I know nothing about the One Piece universe, okay? I know squat. I know squat diddly nothing about the One Piece universe, and they're there explaining to me like, oh, they're using this. Oh my god, they're using that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what does that even mean? What do you mean he's using observation hockey? Nobody said anything about that. What do you mean he's using this hockey? What the frick is hockey? They've got some character. I've got to a point where we finally got characters saying hockey, but then we still haven't been explained what it is. We've been hearing this jingle word hockey for like the past 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons, I believe, 4 story arcs. They first mentioned hockey on Skypiea. Guess what? I think it's been 4 things since then, and they're still kind of mentioning hockey, and they're still having characters that look at the main characters are like, oh, you used hockey, and the characters just like, what is that? I don't know what that is. And they're like, you don't know? Like, they always react like that. You don't know? And then they never explain it to them. We've gone 4 seasons like this, where it's just like, you don't know? No, explain it to me. No. We've got other pressing things to deal with. And so, like, nobody explains what this is! It's because sometimes there is years between episodes. Really? No. No. No! One episode would come out in 1 month, then a month later. Oh my goodness. That's how long the production time was between episodes? It's gotten to a point where, like, when they do flashbacks of some old episodes, they do, like, they have the borders on the side. because the earlier episodes was different aspect ratio. It's gone to that point where like the current episodes that I'm watching is now different aspect ratio than what I started with. And so when they do the flashbacks, they do it that way. It does come back. Oda plans out everything. I know he plans out everything, is what I've been told. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, he makes references to a lot of these in-world building things without explaining them to you. So the person that I'm watching that knows all of this like in-world building stuff, and it's like as early as like super duper early episodes as like season 1 or things like that, they're just like, this person that I'm watching with, they're not telling me anything. They're just like, oh my god, he's using this or he's using that. And it's just like, but the characters don't know that they're using it. The characters don't know that they're using it. But then like as someone that already knows like this universe and things like that, they're just like, oh my god, even as early as this, they're using this or that or blah blah blah. If you're at Ace, you remember the lobby where Usopp meet more giants again? The lobby? You the Annie's lobby? Yeah, the two giants that he convinced and said that he met their leaders and they helped them. What about it? It feels like, and the person that I'm watching with, he mentioned to those two, yeah, that he met their captains. They're still fighting. And they're like, oh, our captains. The person that I'm watching with, they constantly say, observation hockey. And it sounds like everybody has observation hockey. It sounds like everybody has observation hockey, whatever this observation hockey is. You don't explain it to me, you don't have to explain it to me. Don't explain it to me. I'm actually kind of curious as to when I'll actually be explained what any of these things are. So I'm okay being in the dark. I want to see when it is officially introduced to me. I want to know when it's officially introduced to me. So don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. Leave me in the dark. Leave me in the dark. I demand to be left in the dark. I want to be officially told. I want to know what episode I'm I want to wait till I'm officially told what any of this junk is. I'm like 400 episodes in and I have no idea what any of these things are. That's a flashback that we had no idea that would be useful at one point. The giant captains? There's a lot of things, like the whale arc. So like I'd get really annoyed because I'd understand that the arcs worked in a similar way where it's just like one story arc will be getting a new ship member and that's like the epical main arc, and then after that would be like an in-between arc, like a traveler's in-between. I consider them filler arcs where it's just like it's nothing important but stuff still happens, so you're subjected to watch it but you don't really care about any of these side characters, but you're subjected to watch it. And then the next arc will be like the next crew member joining, right? So like I'd gotten used to this kind of like back and forth where it's just like main story arc, filler arc, main story arc, filler arc, and I would be like, oh my god, the filler arcs. But then they've started having a lot of like, oh, we're gonna have a lot of references to the filler arc, so I hope you watched every single one of them. And it's just like, they had a reference to the whale arc, and I'm like, I slept through half of the whale arc. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know what happened. I know what happens in the whale. I got the general gist of what happens with the whale, but I completely fell asleep, and I don't know how they got out of the whale. I don't know how they got out of the whale. I just know a whale existed. And now I know that this whale, they've now gone full circle and have reference to this whale. They've gone reference to the giants. They've not really gone reference to the dragons other than meeting these descendant people who call themselves dragons, and Luffy's just like, you're not a dragon. Oh, and the seahorse that wanted to be a dragon, and Luffy's like, you're not a dragon. Like, but that was also a filler episode, I think. That was like a filler episode to a filler episode. That was a filler arc referencing a filler arc. So I could have lived without that, I think. Yeah. And then, what else? What else? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody is in different areas. So in where I am, everybody's in different areas. And I'm trying. There's a lot happening in One Piece. There's a lot happening right now because everybody's split up, right? Everybody's split up now. So a lot was happening before, but now a lot more is happening now, and like we get like 6 episodes of Luffy, and then we get like half an episode per everybody else, right? Rinse and repeat. 6 episodes of Luffy, half an episode per crew member, to kind of remind you that they still exist. And like every location that everybody's dropped in, I'm just like trying to figure out what it is that they learn from each of these areas, because I'm assuming this is like their growth period where they try to learn, they like learn something to become stronger than where they were before. And for the life of me, I can't figure out. So like obviously Nami's gonna learn more about weather, right? She's got it bougie. Usopp is gonna learn to be a big brave dog and like actually useful. But right now he's turned fat. Like he's eaten too much that he's needs to exercise now. Like he's big. He ate too much. I don't understand. Chopper is gonna be Chopper. I think he's gonna like, I don't know. He's gonna I don't know what he's gonna learn. Chopper is kind of self-explanatory. He's just kind of on an island trying not to be eaten. He's just trying not to be eaten. Zoro's going to learn how to just chill out. and be okay with other human interactions. Sanji is getting in touch with his feminine side. And Brook is trying to learn, I mean, he's getting his fill of panties. And he is being mistaken for the devil. And is trying, he's gonna help a village. Did I go over everybody? Oh, and Frankie is in the mechanical town. So I hope he doesn't get reprogrammed. Or something. I hope he doesn't get reprogrammed because he's in the home of that guy that makes the bear guy. So he might become evil. But he won't become evil because he's a good guy. Did I cover? Oh, and Robin? Robin is just having a bad time. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's learning. And Robin's just having a bad time. Would you tell him the color if he asked? I don't think he asks for the color, does he? He asks to just be shown it. Bless Robin, she's the best, yeah. She's having like the worst time of everybody, if I'm remembering correctly. She's having like the worst time. I mean, Chopper's having it pretty bad too. He's constantly being hunted to be eaten and things like that. But Robin is straight up having a bad time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Robin's having it worse. Even Frankie. Yeah, Frankie at least has people taking care of him. He doesn't ask for color. Just being a little sick. He asks to be shown. He asks to be shown. He wants the full view. He wants it all. I don't know. I don't know if I would. How does he see? He doesn't even see. He has no eyes. I would ask for a counter. I would ask for him to show his. Do you think he wears any? His pants barely hang on his hips. Wait, does that make sense? His hips are like above his pants. So it makes me feel like they should be sliding off. You need like clips. How does he see? He's just the bones. He is. He's just the bones. He's only the bones. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Honestly, he is like 7 feet tall. Yeah, he's so tall! Why is he so tall? Why is he so tall? Well, one, he's so tall, but then right now, Luffy's in a battle with a bunch of tall people. Like, everybody there is so tall. Everybody's so tall. Like, everybody. Crocodile's super tall. The head person is super tall. Eva? Everybody's super tall. Them huge. Yeah, and they're not even giants. They're not even giants. They're just that tall. Compared to normal humans. They're just that tall. Whitebeard is super tall. Whitebeard is massive. And he is not a giant. He's not a giant. He's not considered a giant. All of these other admirables and things like that are super tall. For no explained reason. Height is irrelevant. Height is irrelevant. The admirals? Like 10 feet tall. Yeah, why are they so tall? They're so tall. There's no reason for it. Why did they get so tall? Be normal height. And then you have regular people that have to deal with that. And you have regular people who have to deal with their height. Whitebeard is like 20 feet tall. Oh my god. 23 feet. Is there like an actual canonical height chart for this? Is there a canonical height chart for this? If I were to type height chart. That's a DeviantArt. Freaking looking at this height chart I made caps at 30 feet. Some of these characters are 30 feet tall. Why? Why? Why are the heights all over the place? Wait, is there an official? Are these notes? Look at these. I think this is official, right? They compare them to elephants. Hold on. Maybe it's official, maybe it's not. Does this work? Kind of, not really. They compare them to like elephants. So like this is a height chart. A height chart. Freaking Kuma is massive! Why? Why? What is this? What's an elephant? 330? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So are they saying the fish man is the same size as an elephant? Is that what they're saying? If I'm looking at this correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the fish man is the size of an elephant. Fish man is the size of an elephant. As well as, I say a rough size of an elephant. They're actually a little bit shorter. Same as the Doflamingo guy. He's also the size. Why is he so tall? Why is he so tall? And then Kuma and the shadow guy are taller than a giraffe. They're taller than a giraffe. Interesting. Dofi? Dofi? Yes. This is a very big learning curve that I'm experiencing. There's no explanation. Oh, are these official notes? See, these are kind of normal heights. Look at this. This is normal height. Where's my mouse? Seems like a well-adjusted normal height. And then you have this. I don't know what's going on in here. For some reason, there's also a picture of an actual human in here. There's this guy. Oh, wait. No. Does my mouse show up? There's this guy. I don't know who this guy is. But he's in the height chart. For some reason. He's in the height chart. Is he like the base? Like the standard base? That's some crazy height. Even that guy's huge. Look at the fish man. The fish guy is the size of an elephant. He's too small, you can't see? No, that's fine. You don't need to see. Is this more characters to their scale? They just keep getting bigger. This has to be an exaggeration. This has to be an exaggeration. Like, who is this woman? I don't need to know. You don't need to answer that. This is an exaggeration. Because I think this is Ors Jr. in the back. This is Ors Jr. in the back. I watched the episode. I don't think he's this big. I don't think he's that big. Compared to, like, this is Luffy down here. Like, this tiny guy is Luffy. This is a little bit exaggerated because this is the giant guy. I don't think he was that small compared to him. They gotta tone it down a little. I won't accept any height chart unless it's specifically from Oda or his staff. All of these could be skewed incorrectly. I demand an official height chart. I demand official height chart. We have this. This is all shonen. Main character height. But it's blurry and not loading. It's not loading for me. See, why is he so tall? Why is he this tall? Compared to Luffy. This is Luffy, and this guy is like as tall as his basketball. What is this? They added more? They got even tinier. You can't even see my mouse down here, is how tiny they are. Oh, we get it even bigger. You mean there's things even bigger than oars? There's more things bigger than oars. It gets even bigger! Look, look, look. Look, it goes even past my counter. There you go. Can you spot the Luffy? I guarantee you, he's somewhere in... Can you spot the Luffy? He's like... I think he's like somewhere... You can't even... Can you see my mouse? He's one of the things down here. He's one of the things down here. That's your protagonist. Somewhere. Too small? Your protagonist is somewhere down there. This has to be exaggerated. Look at the ship. The ship's not this big. Compared to the humans that live on the ship. The ship's not that big. Place the human on the ship. No. 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 Because this is the giant. How big is the ship? No. Yeah, this is you can't trust this height chart. You can't trust this height chart. The giants were bigger than their first ship. The giants was bigger than their first ship. I don't know how big the second ship is to their first ship, but I don't think it was this exponentially big. I don't think so. It might be like twice as large as the first ship. Did they put Mary on here? Did they put the first ship on here? I don't see the first ship. No, they don't see the first ship. I'm going off too much on tangent about the height chart. Sunny is much bigger than Mary. Much, much bigger? Oh, they did put Mary on here. They did put the first... Nuh-uh. Look, this right here? This is the first ship. This is what they're claiming the first ship is. Really? The ship is that much bigger than the first ship? This ship? This one right here is this much bigger than this guy? This one? Nuh-uh. Are you being for real? The Mary was this tiny. Because this makes sense, right? The giants were bigger than the Mary. But this is really big. They still have to exist on this ship. Much, much bigger. No. No. Nuh-uh. No. For real? Who is this? Hold on. I'm trying to look for something for scale. So that I know next time if I see it. I don't know any of these guys. I've seen this guy. He was kind of big. Compared to this ship. He was big. He's this big? Is he? This has to be slightly... Frankie is a good builder. They spent a long time. They spent like a week building the ship, so they're pretty good. They're solid builders. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting heavily distracted talking about heights. Let's go ahead and end it for today. we're gonna raid somebody playing the Suika game, which has been all the rage. It's been all the rage lately. I kind of want to play it, but I don't know. Love you, Aki. I was going on such a long tangent talking about One Piece. I can't believe I've allowed myself. You'll probably keep hearing me talk about One Piece. It's my current obsession for the time being. It's my current obsession and complaint for the time being. So I'll have some thoughts as we progress forward. But don't give me any spoilers because I am curious to experience this One Piece as everybody else did. Pure innocence. Untouched, new to the world, and having to be explained the universe. Yes. Next stream we'll play more Tanto Kore, and next week on Tuesday we'll have some sort of food stream, or I might concede and play Suika because watching everybody else play it makes my brain tingle a little bit. Yes, ma'am. Bye, Aki. Have a great day. Thank you. You guys too. I hope you guys have a good day as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.